ℜ𝔬𝔪 can here and just pinch the sides, and you can start to see this oval shape coming into it. That oval shape's getting sharp at the tip. So I'm going to try to fold this up and make a little knife out of it. Okay, now I'm going to fold that in half. This with the bench grinder. Delamination is expected. So wherever the edge is, it will most likely delaminate, and it might weaken right in here, but that's okay. These two flaps have less support, so perhaps I'll do the tonto point on this side and the edge will go this way. Chance for your bench grinder, your angle grinder, or whatever to skip, so use it linear when you're doing all of your shaping. If you're going to put an edge on these guys, you can't do it on both sides, you can only do it on one side for the tool to hold together. Okay, so that's the emergency survival tin can knife. And the next thing you'll do is put some hot glue over it, then wrap the handle in electric tape. The tip might need a little bit of TLC. It's still pretty damn sharp, but this is just as a fixed blade, I guess. You should be worried about the edge rolling, but on soft tissue it's no big deal. Like if you were able to scrape this design on a rock or something. But okay, there's our cut. Now I'm going to use my thumb, and it just wants to continue traveling forward and leaving a pretty nasty cut. Let's have a look at that edge. It's still kind of holding together. It's nothing pretty, but this is definitely a very down and dirty improvised cutting tool for an emergency. So you see how the ring finger and the middle finger kind of come together, and then you got this goes into the meaty part of your hand. Now this was actually used in Neolithic cultures for skinning knives and basic pieces of obsidian so that they fit in the meaty part of your hand for work tools. Maybe you could use it defensively. It's not going to be all that comfortable, but you do have that option too. So if I was going to use it defensively, I would want it in the orthodox grip. Very small knife. Maybe in the lapel position. You can use it as a push dagger. I don't really know. But that delamination, that's going to be an eyesore for you no matter what. This little thing you can do about delamination right here on the back is you can put a bead of hot glue down, and that can kind of hold this guy together. So for a little urban survival knife, wasteland knife, this is definitely doable. I'm not happy with this as a tool. Probably better off finding like a 1965 penny, smacking it on the ground and making like a mini knife, Sean Wood style. But this is still a functional tool. You know, you're not going to be able to really pry with it. It's sharp enough to get into a fish. I don't know if it's sharp enough to gut a deer. Defensive use, probably better than nothing, you know, unless you're a mixed martial artist. But yeah, very, very cool. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? I like messing around with tin cans every once in a while just to see if I still got it. So, this one was just on the fly, grab something, look at a irregular shape and go with it. So that's what we got, guys. So obviously I cheated using the bench grinder. I guess in any other situation you would just be grinding it or using files. What I was saying about the Neolithic tech, I wasn't talking about this knife specifically. They make little knives that go into the meaty part of the hand. I just wanted to reiterate that before we do the closing on the video. So yeah, a tin can as a resource for a improvised urban knife. It's a little crazy, but it's definitely doable. Just remember, no matter what, you are the last resistance to the captive state. And what's the chance that you might come across a hammer, have a tin can that you ate out of, and a bench grinder, and maybe some hot glue and electrical tape? Well, it's Orwellian society, and it's getting worse and worse and worse, so this might actually happen. I hope not, but it could. I like that it's concealable until you need it, and it's better than nothing.